Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. We also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at TPM Videos. Malfunctions and breakdowns are topics that get discussed quite frequently on this channel. It's so intriguing when something out of the ordinary happens in a theme park ride or attraction. Across the Disney and Universal theme parks, fake-outs or intentional malfunctions and mishaps have been built into the storylines of various rides and attractions. Integrating intentional malfunctions are a perfect way for show writers to raise the stakes and create suspenseful moments that will surely keep you on your toes. So while looking at Disney and Universal rides and attractions, make sure to keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside as we count down the top 7 intentional theme park malfunctions and fake-outs. Number 7. Kilimanjaro Safaris at Disney's Animal Kingdom covers 110 acres of land. Along this ride through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, your journey is led by a safari driver, as you get the chance to see dozens of wild animals. Now, anytime a ride has a live cast member conducting the tour, it really allows for the lines to be blurred as to what's real or what's just part of the script. This first intentional malfunction happens just before you make your way into the red clay pits. After spotting the elephants, you'll approach a road-closed sign.
Nobody told me they were closing it!
Then taking the detour involves heading across an old rickety bridge.
Well, I guess we have to go for it. Now's a good time to say goodbye to your loved ones. Just in case. Whoa! Lean to the right! Okay, good leaving, everyone. Nice work.
In the case of this planned malfunction, the cast member really helps heighten the moment of potential danger.
Oh boy!
And this used to be part of a larger story. When the park first opened, Kilimanjaro Safaris used to follow a storyline of poachers making their way into the reserve. While you are in the Simba 1 ride vehicle, the safari warden, Mr. Wilson, checks in over the speaker system, and upon approaching the elephant section, you'd hear that Little Red and Big Red haven't been seen.
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering off on its own.
Then during a high-speed chase, the ride ended with Little Red safe and sound and the poachers being caught. With the rickety bridge placed right in the middle of the attraction, the original intent was a bit of foreshadowing to show that now the second half of the journey might not go as planned. In 2012, Disney removed Little Red and the poaching aspect of the story, but the shaking bridge still remained. The effect doesn't go off for every truck, so there may have been times when you crossed over the bridge and nothing happened. As of recently, within the last year, the bridge effect has been turned off. Now you just drive right over while hearing more about the elephant species. Hopefully one day soon, this intentional malfunction is incorporated back into the ride, because it did bring a little added excitement to Kilimanjaro Safaris.
All right, raise your hand if you fell off. All right, just to be with you. I'll take it.
Number 6. We all love a good animatronic malfunction, right? Well, this next one takes us over to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at both Disneyland and Disney's Hollywood Studios. In Oga's Cantina, you can find the DJ Rex animatronic, and this droid has a pretty rich history at the Disney parks. Before being reprogrammed as the resident DJ of the Cantina, Rex was formerly known as RX-24 and used to pilot the Starspeeder ship on Star Tours. Since Rex went through some reprogramming, he definitely has some wires crossed, causing him to glitch and malfunction.
Uh-oh, the hyperdrive is overloading.
That looks like I'm losing altitude fast.
Sorry, folks. I'm sure I'll do better next time.
It was my first time, and I'm still getting used to my part.
Now this is another one of those intentional malfunctions that involves cast members. In order to get Rex working again, they need to fix the generator. And when you're dealing with a bar full of people drinking, things might get a bit rowdy. Rex malfunctioning is a great way to bring some kinetic energy into the bar, but it also pays tribute to his original role as the Starspeeder pilot. Right before Rex fully shuts down, he glitches when you hear,
Sorry, folks. I'm sure I'll do better next time.
It was my first time, and I'm still getting used to my part.
At the end of your Star Tours flight, Rex used to say,
Hey, sorry folks, I'm sure to do better next time. It was my first flight and I'm still getting used to my programming. Hey!
pretty much the exact same piece of dialogue. And you know that famous Star Tours chime? Yeah, that one? Well, Rex's reboot sound is actually the Star Tours chime.
Hi there. Customers.
And this scenario isn't the only time Rex malfunctions. At certain points, you can also hear him muttering even more of the original Star Tours dialogue.
Light speed to Endor!
Light speed to Endor!
It's really fun that all these intentional malfunctions act as little Easter eggs to his past life on Star Tours. Number 5. A unique feature of Universal Studios Hollywood is the Backlot Studio Tour, which began in July of 1964. These soundstages and sets are actually home to real Hollywood productions, so it gives you a little behind-the-scenes look at some movie magic. The tour includes many staged events.
Spotted us. Hi, Norman. We're just passing through here. Yeah, no big deal.
It's an action-packed 45 minutes, and since it's led by a live tour guide, you can expect some surprises along the way. About halfway through the tour, you'll be led into Soundstage 50, which your tour guide says is a hot set.
They've been shooting a film in here, but every time they go on break, they give us the green light to go in so you can see what the inside of a soundstage looks like. Not allowed to stay in here very long.
The setup from the guide is written in a way to make you believe that you're just passing by like nothing's gonna happen. But then your guide is abruptly interrupted.
Apparently it was important to the director of the those good trimmers. The director asked me, okay, everybody hold on.
What appears to be a glitch or malfunction turns out to be the earthquake attraction.
We're shaking like everything. Oh no. The ground is shaking up over here. Oh no, I hear the subway, look out. It's coming right for us.
And just when you thought nothing else could happen,
All right, I think it's over. Let's get out of here before the water main breaks. That thing breaks here.
the guide plays a big role in effectively selling what's happening, especially during those first 10 seconds of it glitching. Then as it keeps happening, you clue into it's all part of the attraction. I mean, it's an impressive setup. And what's even more impressive is that everything in the attraction can reset in 15 seconds, so it's ready for the next tram. Number 4. The cast of animatronic bears in Frontierland's Country Bear Jamboree have been entertaining Magic Kingdom audiences since 1971. The show is a fun musical revue that uses quite a bit of humor to deliver a variety of folk and country songs. It's a charming, classic Disney attraction. Now, one iconic character is Big Al, and he's the first example of what we're calling attraction fake-outs. Henry and Sammy begin serenading the audience with a rendition of Davy Crockett when Big Al interrupts with And the only other way to solve this problem is to get all the other bears on stage to drown Big Al out. For a first-time viewer, there might be a bit of confusion, like, do we really need to hear the song again? And just kidding, now it's the finale. Even if you know it's coming, it's still a fun comedic moment that always gets some laughs. And it's a perfect segue to just end the show.
So thanks for bearing with us to the very end. What do you say, Sammy?
Number 3. Although it's not a ride, the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular at Disney's Hollywood Studios is definitely an attraction, and it's a great example of how mishaps are worked into a theme park experience. Now, like we've seen in other examples, actors or cast members can be used to make scripted segments appear as though they're organic. They create quick moments of suspense, making you believe things are actually going wrong, like here at the end of the boulder scene. The same moment with the boulder was also used to create a bit of suspense in that episode of Full House. Instead of the crew rushing over, you have hallucinative DJ breaking the moment thinking Indiana Jones is her boyfriend.
Steve, no!
Everything in the stunt show is so meticulously timed and planned. Another great mishap moment during the show happens in the demonstration between Marion and one of the extras. At the beginning, the casting director selects 10 members from the audience, but what a lot of people don't know is that one of the extras selected is really a stunt actor posing as a guest.
Your bar one of your extras right now, quickly, on demonstration. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you. I pick one of you. This guy, not even paying attention.
Then when it comes to this moment in the show,
Taking a punch is really just as important as throwing one.
you initially think a little mishap just took place and she actually hit him, but then it becomes pretty obvious that it's all part of the show. With Hollywood studios moving in a different direction, the stunt show is one of the last remaining elements that gives us a glimpse into the making of the movies. It's fun going to this show and reliving those old golden days of Disney MGM Studios. Number 2. Revenge of the Mummy opened at Universal Studios Florida in 2004, and this is probably one of the best coaster experiences in Orlando. What begins as a slow-moving dark ride turns into a thrilling coaster experience, reaching speeds of up to 45 miles per hour. Although there are no inversions, it's still intense, and the fact that a lot of it takes place in complete darkness adds to the overall thrill. The adrenaline is pumping when all of a sudden you come to a halt.
We hope you enjoyed your ride. Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs in firm.
Prepare to forfeit your souls. Death is only the beginning.
My very first time on this coaster, I remember thinking the ride was actually done, only to realize that I was just played. Well done, Universal. This entire scene is really impressive, especially with that ceiling of flames. It gets pretty hot in there. So do you remember your first time on this coaster? Did you actually fall for this fake out? Comment below. Number 1. Expedition Everest at Disney's Animal Kingdom takes you on a thrilling journey to the Himalayas where you need to escape the Yeti. The roller coaster opened in 2006, and Disney spared no detail with the theming. As you make your way up the lift hill and into the mountain range, you're faced with a broken, ripped-up track. Then you quickly realize what can't go forward must go backwards. Now this whole broken track malfunction causing you to stop is used as a distraction for what's happening behind you. In order to get your train moving backwards, there's a quick track switch that needs to take place. It looks like this, switching from a curved piece to a straight piece. Then once it's locked in place, the train races backwards through the mountain. Now as you're stopped here for those 10 seconds, the anticipation builds with that ominous music that plays in this area. You have no idea when you're gonna hear those brakes release, sending you back into the mountain. And you also have no idea when you'll see the bird on a stick. That's it right there. And sometimes it flies away unannounced and is nowhere to be found. But when you stop at the broken track, it's a nice surprise seeing our feathered friend show up. So what's your favorite intentional theme park malfunction? Maybe even one that's not on the list. I'd love to know. Leave a comment down below to start a conversation, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video.